Now broadcast.
It's Madden NFL 24.
You stayed on the ring. You couch. You do that when you can stay on the couch. You done. Good.
Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Stroud looks to throw on the first play.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
On first down, here's Stroud. As he threw it there, now it lines up incomplete.
It certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now it's second and 10. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Stroud on 3rd down now.
Looking to shot for Woods, and it's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as they
showdown already.
On the game's opening drive.
Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road, you're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. One way to go in this.
You can say that. You can say that. You know. What was I looking for? Oh. Well, let's see what they got soon. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I got a share.
Oh.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Now Prescott. Pressure on the Texans, able to get in there for the sack. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually call a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. They keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Fighting to stay upright. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Multiple players getting home there for an 80-yard loss. Now make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively. And we have to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback, maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown.
Yeah.
Ezekiel Elliott. 6
He played all that defense to get most of it.
Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Easy work.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Sims going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown.
Yeah. What game I won, Larry?
Someone played them first. Man, ain't baby me, got that.
Oh, you want to roll one up?
Yeah. Basically, gotta dig it to 80.
I still smoke this shit. Nah. Add one for the cops. Know what I got?
Show me some of the strap.
Man, I'm finna bust her ass. What's up, man?
Get away from it. Put it down. I told him, I said, I don't know how you do it.
Why nobody not playing it?
But I see him on the street.
Why do you not play with it?
Look at Dutch calling us. Let me see what Dutch wants real quick.
Who that?
This
is a loss. Lost spot. Yeah, I got one. What? I got one right now. Yeah, you right. I'm gonna get the money tomorrow. Shit, I ain't
Nobody not playing that game. Call. Nobody won't play with that game. So no one play with that game.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I had pulled up at the house too last night. Tell her call me and ask me. Or tell one of them, put on three-way and tell the guy there, I tell her tell her and drop say,
Nobody won't play with that game. So no one play with that game.
come here, Tom.
No one play with that game.
No, they playing right now, you got ready.
You don't play with that game. You don't play with it.
What's with the runs? You see what? We're going to make it. Cheers on.
So long as he's in the car with
Stop at about 10 stoves straight, and I bet you won't find them. Yeah. You got to know what them is. That's what I figured, the way you just knew what it is. I first started trying them right at the corner store, right at the Exxon, though. But shit, I started buying all them hoes, and then the next time, shit, they ain't get none. And never got nothing back. I was like, bro, when he did get some, he got the wrong kind. He got but they got a cherry limeade too. But them bitches, them cherry limeades, they easy. Like an awesome soda. That was their first time making one of them. But that shit ain't really popping. Yeah. I took like 2 sips and threw that bitch out on everything. Because I bought both of them and tried them at the same time. Yeah. And my partner told me, he was like, man, he was like, I don't like the chills on. Man. So I tried the cherry limeade first because he said he didn't like the chills on first. So I took like 2 sips of that shit. I was like, hell no. A full ass thing straight out the moon. I was like, man, hell no. Bro, I popped that chills off and I said, oh, Lord, we done got us one. It tastes like the fruit punch one, but like what it's supposed to be. Like it's like it got shit that the fruit punch was missing. That's why I was like, bro, I never buy a fruit punch long as this in the store.
What?
The other Arizona chills on. The ones in the can, just like fruit punch and all of them. But that bitch hard as fuck to find though. I can't find it. I'll be right home. Take a picture of this.
Approach drive number 2.
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Escapes the defender. Still going. And finally down at the 36-yard line. So how about that for a change? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Stroud looking to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
First down, get his hand in and knocked it away.
Second and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Conversion on 3rd down, and the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. It's Mixon on the counter. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, many times in that spot, you're trying to work against the defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes
Pick 6, Mario. Pick 6.
Holding call. What can they do
Pick
here?
6, right?
After the penalty, it's Mason. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Fourth down, here's Stroud. Those early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession. They've got it at the 42-yard line.
Brandon, how many times have we talked about rookies there, and then we finally hear from them that a game slowed down, they're able to handle things, not so far because right now, back-to-back drives, they've picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to handle with these defenses throw at him.
And good vision is across midfield down to the 45-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Play action now, Prescott. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there. It'll be second down.
Well, certainly thought he would release that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that one.
Prescott down on second down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. All they need, but it's third down. Now Dak, he wants to change the play. They'll try and run forward with Elliott. The tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
It just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
After run 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, it is the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with the first and 10.
Take my shoes off and put me with me. I think it's immediate.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They keep on the ground with Elliott.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A first down carry by Elliott. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Lamb will go in motion. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use The back end of the end zone, the sidelines is extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Elliott, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they'll have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. And he's been loose with the football early. Interceptions on the first couple of drives. As they start again here, we'll see if he can do better. 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Bronco 80. Ready?
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Oh, some strong running. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton.
And it'll be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to him.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Stroud. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. can't get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. A second down throw for Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On third down, it's Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Stroud now on 1st and 10. Another target and catch for Robert Woods. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, kill! Then we're going to 53. Here we go, 46. 26.
Now Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached the intermission and what right now is a 13. All right, so we skip the rest of halftime and get set for the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them are about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
There we go, kill.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Desmond King picks him, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They'll give it to Nixon. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, and it winds up falling incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting. That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do you do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
2nd and 10, here's Stroud. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Touchdown, Cowboys! CD Lamb, 45 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. Houston set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Stroud. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Woods. And now they're in the hurry-up. Play action. Stroud now. And now here is another interception. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And now out comes Houston. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. In motion left goes a tight end. A give to Elliott running left. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It was Danielle Hunter to make the play in the backfield.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
To throw is Prescott. Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that's Elliott, complete. Room to maneuver at the 35. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul not only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Prescott, he's going to change things up here.
47.
Again, it's Elliott, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Hey, kill.
Here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans back out there and ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Texans are going to get the football back at their own 17. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because
and now here's another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Jeff Okuda. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Stroud working out of the gun. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Stroud looking to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, 28 yards. And the Texans are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 5. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Texans say they have it. They do. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get 2 closer here on the fake extra point. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
2nd down and 6 now.
Kill! 47!
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Throwing, Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here's Brian Anger now. as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. On first down, here's Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Get it!
First and 10, it's Stroud. Another one caught by Collins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, first and 10. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And now here is another interception. And the Cowboys are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result could be something you don't like.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 138 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Now Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead. So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the fourth quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.